Hello, welcome. I'm back. Gonna be I'm still on the 5090, but I'm gonna be taking a look at the Hell Is Us demo. Still got access to it. So I thought it might be obviously I had a look through it on the 9070 XT. So I thought it might be interesting to have a look on the 5090 quick as well. Don't appear to have any DLSS 4 override or anything from the Nvidia app. Obviously it is just a demo, so do you think it does have DLSS though? It might even have, so actually we do have frame generation, just it'll be no multi-frame generation though. Might have to wait for the main game for that. But I'll do 4K first, 340 by 260. I think we'll play with everything completely maxed. Obviously this game was quite tough to run when we saw it last time. I'm hoping we'll be at 60 at 4K, but in all honesty I'm not sure we will. So everything off here, DLSS off, frame generation off. But we can check those on in a little bit. Do make sure to drop a like on the stream as well. Just on the overlay. Now I might have my save here, but probably start a new game. See how it goes. I think were the cutscenes capped in this game? I can't remember. Enable tutorials. It might be worth. I know I have played this once, but I might just have those on because, to be honest, didn't know what I was doing half the time. With that health like regen or something, I didn't quite know what I was doing. Yeah, I think the cutscenes might be capped 30 FPS. Born Joker, yo, Pat, hello. Demo is out. Yeah, it actually came out last week. We did check it through on the 9070 XT. But I thought it would, it's a fairly shortish playthrough, like probably drag it out to like maybe an hour and a half to test different stuff out. There was actually a patch though. There was a game update since I last played because I know there were some issues. So
still experimental, hence the polygraph.
It'll be interesting to see.
I would have tortured you, but my employers insist I use their concoction. Now,
I think the full game comes out in September, I think.
How did you get into Hadia?
The yellow brick road.
Well, apparently needs more time.
4th of September. I'd actually, I think, be quite interested to play the full game.
Curious
I think
about something. Why did you do it?
Anyone in my shoes would have done the same.
I think you overestimate human beings.
Demo is free, yeah.
I don't think you realize the time, money, and resources that went into this operation. You pissed off the wrong people. But I'm getting ahead of myself. You were smuggled out of Hadia at age 5, grew up in the foster care system, and dabbled in criminal activities. You managed to pull yourself
So we'll have to wait to the
become a
actual,
decorated soldier.
once we get into the actual game, because we're capped
After decades
FPS,
trying to
so
get back into Hadia,
62% usage
you
at 30
decided to take
FPS.
matters into your own hands.
Question is will we be at 60 or not in the game? I'm thinking no. I honestly think this might be like 50 or 55 once we get to that house. Which is pretty nuts. Should refund my 5090.
It seems we are ready. How did you get into Hadia?
I asked for a transfer to the UN peacekeepers.
Demo's always free.
Idea.
Yeah,
Backfired.
most demos are. The only issue with some demos
When
is
the
you have to
paperwork cleared,
apply or whatever.
India's civil war was in full swing, and the
And like you
peacekeepers pulled
sometimes
out.
don't get access. It
I reported to
happened
my
to
new
me
unit,
recently with
stole
like
some
Arc
gear,
Raiders.
and crossed the mountains.
I applied for access. Same with June actually. I
Why
applied for
come
it, but I never
back?
got. Was it June? Maybe it's another one. Some demos they only have a limited amount of like downloads, I guess.
I wanted to find them. I needed.
Because I missed the
I
Arc
needed to
Raiders
confront them.
last
How did
beta
you
or
know
whatever it
your
was.
parents were still in Hadia?
Did apply for it, but
I didn't. My only memory was that my father was the blacksmith of a village of Jova.
Getting into Hadia is just as hard as leaving. Tell me, who smuggled you out?
My mother.
What happened?
early access.
She
No,
sat me down
anyone
in the
can
back
play
of the
this
truck.
in Steam.
Gave me her necklace and shut the door.
She didn't say anything?
She told me. She told me. Never come back.
What do you think of the character models, the detail in them? Oh, game's crashed. Oh no. That's not good, is it? That is not good. Crash already? I didn't even get into the game. We did crash before. I did crash last time, didn't I, on the 9070 XT, but we were able to at least play. We played sort of half an hour or so, didn't we, and it crashed. That's weird how it crashed as soon as I tried to load, though, into the actual game. Let's try again. I'll skip. Oh, I'm hoping I can skip the cutscene. It didn't get my save. Please. Don't make me watch that again. Yeah, okay, we can skip. I'm going to do it with that MSI just in case maybe that's crashing it. Oh no. What? The game's still running. Black screen. Oh dear. It's not looking good, bruv. Chris Samuel. I've just like actually got a black screen. Alt F4. Oh dear. Oh dear, oh dear. Game is running. I can't open anything though. No! Full reboot. I'm not even sure what's happened. I could see the I could see everything. I could go into Windows, but I couldn't Alt Tab full screen into Windows, so I could see everything like in the, what do you call it? Toolbar. I could see everything running, but I couldn't Alt Tab into actual Windows. It was just a black screen. That's bad. Oh no, I'm hoping I can actually play it. Well, I can play the cutscene. I can boot the game, play the cutscene. It's almost like, is it trying to do shaders? Or something? Just bear me a second, I'll sort it out. Might also, actually, I've been having some issues recently with integrated graphics running at the same time. Maybe I'll disable that. Let me just look. Now, there was, like I say, there was an update for this game. I had to update it. Should I try and, maybe try and, what's it called? What's it called when you, like, rebuild the game files? I forget. I forget what that's called. I'll maybe try and do that. Just bear with me a second, I'll see if we can try and get it working. Anyone else experience this? Let's see. Wonder if the update broke it. Verify integrity of demo files. That's what I'm thinking. Worth a shot this game. It's just the demo, so I mean it's worth a shot. Play it for free. I'll definitely, I think, probably try out the full game once it comes out. It's like interesting enough, I think. All 549 files successfully validated. Right, fingers crossed. What else could it be? By how much do I think the live stream's affecting performance? 0. I have a stream PC. I have a second PC. So there's like no performance hit. That is weird though. It's weird how I can view the cutscene. But like I say, I've got a feeling I might try and maybe, you know what, I'm gonna go borderless. I don't know what I'm thinking that might do. It's either that or reduce the resolution. I'm gonna do all of it. 55%. This is to just get me into the game. You know? If we can get past that bit. I wonder what happened. You know what? I'm going to boot into the actual game and see what happens. Okay, so it can run the game. Or can it? No, it can't. What? It actually just like fully can't run it. What on earth? That's bad. What do we do then? Is Dune Awakening? If you have friends to play with, maybe, but I don't know. I don't think it's that great personally. I'm just going to keep trying out a few different things here and see if we can get it working. No, look. It's almost like a shader thing. Hellers has crashed. We saw your game crash. Please let us know where you were. It's almost like it's trying to do shaders or something. What's everyone saying in the community? Or is this just a 50 series absolute mess? See, there's people playing it. 5090, 2 hours ago, 45 frames. Oh, wait, whoa. Here you go. If you're experiencing a crash during the first cinematic of the game, which is exactly what's happened to me, please install the following Nvidia driver update. That looks like a scam, doesn't it? Hotfix driver. Oh, that's a... What do people say? That link's like... I don't know what that link is. Let me Google it. Right, you'll have to just bear with me a little bit. Is there a new update then? That was 7 days ago. Oh, wait. Hang on. We might be in business here. Released 3rd of the 6th. Hotfix driver 576.66. What version are we on now? You're seeing some live troubleshooting here. 576.52. Well, let's run it. Just have to give me a couple of minutes. June Awakening. Wait, what? Is based on our latest game ready? I've already got that one though. Do I just DDU? Fix the crash with a 5090 by selecting borderless instead of full screen. Interesting. I thought we tried that though. Can try that again. I don't understand that hotfix driver because it says then it's the driver that I already have. Let's try borderless. That seems to have fixed it for some people. Pray for me. Pray for me, people. This is what you get on a £2,000 GPU. Oof. I was borderless though. To be fair, I tried to load in, didn't I? I didn't actually go through the cutscene. It's either that or I could try windowed also. I'll try borderless first. If that doesn't work, try windowed. But I'm borderless here. Everything maxed. No mind's eye. What's that? Is that crap game? I thought that game was like... It looked absolutely terrible. It looked like a rip-off of just like... It looked like a really, really bad version of GTA. If it's the game I'm thinking of. Or is it like... Is it out now? It doesn't look like it's out now. Release date. Tenth of June. Oh, right. Custom definition settings. I wouldn't have thought it is that. I mean, I can try. I want to try borderless first. Because people online have said that fixed it. Right, I'm going to just skip this. Come on, come on. Come on. No! No. I heard music. I heard music. Alright, we're going windowed. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to unplug my other monitor as well, just for old time's sake. Just hoping, wondering maybe something like that has got something issue with it. I heard music though. That was a step in the right direction. We didn't get music before. This almost definitely seems shader related, doesn't it? I'm gonna try windowed now. I mean custom. I put it to ultra, but it's not even gonna render it native if I do that. And that's basically the exact same settings I already had. FPS limit. Do we limit it at 60 maybe? That might help. Only other thing I can think is to I'll try windowed. If that doesn't work, I'm going to put with DLSS on, because oftentimes I've had issues like this before and somehow having DLSS on somehow miraculously fixes it. Windowed mode. Trying that. Came out today. So yeah, thing is, to be honest, I don't know, I looked at the game, I thought it looked terrible. And I'd have to pay 50 quid for that. Is it on PC anyway? It says it's not out on Steam. Oh, it's 55 quid. It's a lot of money. It's a lot of money for a game that looks like incredibly average. Weird thing is I can get into the cutscene. Right, I'm skipping it. Touch wood. Music. Music. He's done it. He's only gone and done it. I am actually a genius. It's terrifying. It's absolutely terrifying. Like, imagine if I was at NASA, if I worked at NASA. We'd be on Mars by now. But wait, pause. My only worry, though, is if we want to check out other... actually, that might work. I could check out other resolutions. I just need to change my Windows resolution. And we're just going to have to leave it in windowed. Which, in theory, should actually be okay. And shouldn't affect performance that much as long as I keep the resolution the same. Here we go, we fixed it. Let's have a look then. I think it's still going to be capped because of the cutscene. But at least we'll get to look at the performance a little bit. Mind's Eye. Yeah, I don't know. I'll have a look tonight at Mind's Eye, maybe tomorrow potentially. But I saw like a trailer for it and it just looked... I don't know. It didn't really look like anything I'm that excited to play, but... Here we go. Oh, my controller's not working. Let's just run through the settings quick actually, because I'm not even sure what state I've left that in. So it's windowed, but I am at 4K. Custom, we've got everything ultra, so 100%, which is 4K native. Maybe the cap at 60 fixed it. What do you reckon? I did change that too. I'm going to unlimit it. If it crashes, we know it's that. But yeah, anyway, all the graphics maxed. I don't actually think there's any specific ray tracing settings on this, is there? No. None that you can turn down or anything. So, bit of a shock, but I'm not hitting 60 FPS here, which is absolutely nuts. 55, 56. Back up here, it's like 40. Also, it's near the water, look, 43, 45. Oof. Spent this amount of money on a GPU. Want my refund. We'll take a look. I know the area down here near the house was like absolutely pretty brutal as well. But like I said, there was a patch on this, and it does actually the frame time looks a bit better, doesn't it? They might have improved that a little bit. I think you're probably going to be looking at an average of about 50 though, overall. Power's up over 500. We're using about 530, almost 550 watts there, so it's very heavy on that. Down to about 43 FPS here. That's the lowest we've seen so far. Really, to be honest, I thought this would be closer to 60. I mean, considering... What was it we had on the 9070 XT? We had about... to be fair, we had like 25 FPS, didn't we? We had like 25 to 30, so... I mean, we're not quite doubling it here, though. On a 5090, you would expect to be doubling that FPS. 44, I think that's about 43 or so, seems like the lowest. That's crazy. Look at my GPU temperature as well, 82 degrees it's hitting there. Because of that power. The water looks quite good actually, I didn't really notice that last time. It's the little things, you know. VRAM's at about 12. Obviously got 32, so that's not really of any worry at all. Pretty good VRAM consumption, I think, on this game. Considering we are at 4K, we'll obviously check out DLSS and stuff. Hopefully that doesn't crash or anything. We might maybe crash once or twice more, to be honest, considering how it started off. I think the lows do look better to me, though. Look, 0.1% low 36. The frame time looks better than the other day, unless I might be just thinking, getting it confused with another game, but I remember this being a bit stuttery, wasn't it? Honestly, I can't remember. Feels better than June Awakening, the frame time.
You must be lost to wander around Sinedra Forest. I'm afraid I have very little to offer. You're welcome to stay and catch your breath. Frankly, I could use the company.
Who are you?
The name's... When the Sabinian army... They left my son's...
I wonder if were there any parts that were going lower than 40?
My only solace
43.
is knowing that my fourth son might still
I think this
be
was the
alive.
toughest bit, wasn't it?
I hope he finds his way home.
Who are you?
God damn it.
Name's... When the...
Do you know where the village of Jova is located?
Shelton, yo.
It's in Akasa Marshes. It's quite a ways from here. I'm afraid you're going to need a vehicle. Unfortunately, I have none. A group of
Where can I find the APC?
They parked their APC just beyond the woods, to the north.
I'm hoping as well with DLSS on this, we won't have to restart the
What's
game,
in the
because we had to
woods?
do that with FSR, didn't we?
Follow the wind chimes. They will lead the way through. I hung them in the tree.
Give me 2 seconds, hang on. So if we try, let's have just a little bit more of a run around.
Hey, Gus, Arlo, Otis, please pick
It's
up.
likely once we get
Atticus.
down on the
Trying to call
ground,
for
we'll
days
probably
now.
will see 60,
Phone
won't
lines
we?
keep going down, so I don't know when I'll be able to call you back, but I'll keep trying. Hey, don't
4K, no, I mean,
sabs without me.
even on the 5090, you're looking at really consistently, to be getting over 60, you're looking at just DLSS quality. If you had that on, you'd probably wouldn't dip below 60 at any point, but that's still pretty nuts. Just gonna run through this bit here. Because I know with all the trees and stuff, it does bring the FPS down a bit. But I think the lowest we saw there was 43. It's quite rough. Did I see the Xbox event? I saw a little bit of it. I didn't see any of the big games though. Like what games? I haven't actually gone back and watched it. I watched the what's the other showcase? The other game showcase with like Atomic Heart and stuff. I'm really excited for that game. Atomic Heart 2. The graphics look nuts. And I quite like the first game. So there's some bits, like we saw there, sort of hitting closer to 60 really. Might hover around that, so definitely a little bit of a range depending on where you are. I'm fully expecting once you get underground it might even be 70 or so. Back to more dense tree area, back down to 50. Yeah, it is all the foliage, yeah. So like I say, if we get some you know what might be interesting? It's making me nervous doing this mid-game because of the crashing, but I'm gonna drop everything down to high. We're gonna obviously put render resolution back to 100%, so we're rendering at native. But turn the graphics down to high. I think that might. We were about how far? We were like 15 FPS off 60 really over in that bit, weren't we? Does high might just about give you 60. It looks like it will 65. So 4K native high graphics will give you over 60 by the looks of it, because we were at 45 here. Maybe even a mixture of ultra and high, to be honest. Seeing closer to 70, so you could probably do a couple of settings to ultra. Either that, or if you want to go ultra, like I said, check out DLSS. What other games were there at the Xbox event then? All the games that I saw were just like not massive IPs. Like, did they do any big games? I know they did that ROG Ally, didn't they? Quite a big drop in power actually by dropping the graphics. 450 watts now.
Found me. Epsilon 12, right? I can't see shit. Who are you? I'm Sifo 451, Epsilon 11. I got separated from my unit. They're still down there behind that door. We were on an SSC and we got jumped. I'm not sure how I got here.
Unreal Engine 5.
Who has the APC?
The thing is the FPS is low in this game, but the frame time and stuff is actually some of the better looking. Like, my lows are quite good for Unreal Engine. Unreal Engine 5. Look, my average 69, my 0.1% low is 53.
Hurt pretty bad.
That's like very good compared to other Unreal Engine 5 games. Like, you look at Dune Awakening the other day,
We have a med kit.
our lows are like 5 FPS.
We marked the trees to make it easier to navigate. Bring me the med kit, and I'll give you what you need to open the door.
So we kind of could we open this before? No, you get the key later on, don't you? Gonna set things back to ultra and just use DLSS for a little bit as well. So look, even the ultra preset doesn't actually render you at native, 90%. So you're actually not at your native res if you do that. So back down here to pretty much bang on 60 or just under 59. Yeah, look at that. The GPU power difference is quite large between ultra and high. 525 watts here. high was like 450. That's quite a big gap. So if power as well was something you wanted to bring down, maybe just drop the settings a little bit. Quite a big difference. I'm going to put it to... Actually, maybe first be worth checking out DLSS as well. That might even bring FPS down a little bit more. No, it's not really... Don't really think there's too much difference there. What does it look like, though? There is some kind of weirdness going on the ground. Was that like that before DLSS? You see that? Not sure how easy that is to see on the stream, but I'm not even entirely sure what it is that I'm seeing. It's like blurriness. Yeah, you could undervolt as well. Multi-frame generation. The demo doesn't support it. This is just the demo, so you'd expect it to probably be supported in the full game, but it doesn't look like it's supported on the demo. I'll be checking the full game out anyway, so we can have a look at everything properly then. I wouldn't really say I can notice at 4K, to be honest, the difference between DLSS on and off. Might be easy to tell on a side-by-side, but live, it's I can't really tell much difference. I'm also lost. I don't remember. There's a tent somewhere, isn't there? Boom. Oh, FPS here in the light, look. I think that's what he needed, wasn't it? What's up the other way? Have a quick look at DLSS as well, because we're probably just about to go on the ground. So set that to... We actually have ultra quality, which is interesting. We get 60 with that? Looks like we will. 70 FPS with that. Probably won't dip too much below 60 with that, so ultra quality. Don't even need to go down to quality. That's brought our power down by quite a bit as well, 435. It's almost brought it down by 100 watts. Does look like a little bit of ghosting though on the rain. I meant to trade. How do I trade with him?
Oh, good. You got the medkit. Take this. You'll need it to open the door.
It's my RAM CL30. God, I don't actually know off the top of my... It's in the description. Let me look. Pretty sure... I'm thinking of my stream PC, I think is 32. I'm pretty sure... Let me just double check, though. I don't want to answer wrong. Hang on. I think it is 30. Yeah, it's 30, yeah. I was, I think, looking at 28, but I'm not sure how... It gets extortionately expensive at 28, doesn't it? It is CL30, yeah. 6,000 megahertz. So yeah, look, DLSS ultra quality here, and up to about 90 FPS seeing. We had to put it in there, didn't we? We did notice the other day that there was kind of quite bad ghosting using upscaling. I think ultra quality is generally okay. I wonder what maybe performance might look like if that looks particularly bad. I'll have a look, and then I'll check frame generation 2 just before I go on the ground, because you'll obviously gain quite a bit of performance once you're underground. 130 FPS, that's quite a big gap there in FPS. You don't go and have the ultra performance. I do think straight away you can notice the difference in quality though. It's definitely not terrible. I'm going to go back down. Textures and stuff do definitely look a little bit more blurry. Let me just have a quick look down here. That has dropped my power again by about another 100 watts though. Look, 330 now. So native, we were at about 520, 530. Ultra performance brought it down to under 150. Definitely is ghosting though, especially around the character. Undervolting it. Yeah. No, I don't mind undervolting. I generally don't do it so much because trying to give a base level look of what the GPU runs like. If I undervolt it loads, it'll kind of be a bit of a it'll give a different example of actually what it does. If I leave it at default, you can then go and overclock or undervolt to bring that power down, but this gives you a rough idea of if you just have it out the box as it is, you know what to expect. Up to 8,000. Yeah, I think AMD though, or at least AM5's like 6,000 around there's the kind of sweet spot, isn't it? I don't think it I don't think you want to have it like really high. Should I go for 48 or 32? Gonna build a PC, should I go 48 or 32 RAM because AMD not working good with 4 slot? It's not that much more. Oh wait, so what's that? 2 sticks for 32 or 2 sticks for 48? Is that? If it's not that much difference in price, I'd maybe just go for 48 to be honest. Not that you'll need that much, but then you're not going to need to replace it for ages. Going to set this back to ultra quality and just check frame generation before we go down. Yeah, definitely. You can definitely absolutely tell the difference between this and Ultra Performance. So down here, even with Ultra Quality, I'm still dipping down a lot. 50 FPS. The floor does look quite blurry though when I move. Reminds me a bit of Stalker 2 when it does that. But let's have a look at frame generation as well. Shall we... Let's see if I can get latency up. It's been bugging out for me recently. So latency here, look, 74 milliseconds, that's quite high. I think I might have just broken my stats. Yeah. I've broken MSI. What is going on today, this game? What am I even looking at? That's the Nvidia overlay doing that, I think. Let's, let me just get frame generation on so we can see latency and then we can see FPS. You got to restart the game for that. That's really annoying. This game... Why does this game does that? There's not many games that force restart. I'm going to save it. I know there's a save point downstairs, but I want to see performance outside here, really. You get slightly better frames with only 2 sticks. Yeah, no, I think he was... I think the 48 will still be 2 sticks. Right, so I've saved it. Do we have to, like, fully... Let's have a look. Doesn't even let you change it. Main menu. Might not have to... Oh, you have to full restart. So what was the latency? It's about 75, wasn't it? 75 to 90 or so running back to that area. Gonna do it quickly without switching the overlay on just because it completely... Oh, the game's crashed again. I didn't even get to the menu. It might not even work with frame generation. I might have to fully revert my settings to what we had when it worked. 4 sticks of... Yeah, no, I know. That's why he was saying his choices between 2 sticks of 30 for 32 or 2 sticks for 48. It was never... 4 sticks was never a choice. Because, like you say, it's not as good. Okay, we're back on. And I do have frame generation on now. See if we can just get a quick idea of it. Like I say, when the full game comes out, I'll play it, so... just have a quick look at latencies. In the top right, might be very small, but we're hitting about just under 100 milliseconds now, 96, 90. So that has increased it a little bit. In this area, it's not actually increased it by that much. Like, it's not made it... It's not gone from playable to unplayable. And then we'll get that off, because then it's messing with my overlay, and I'll get MSI back. So we can see what the FPS is like. Because before in this area, it's about 45-50 with ultra quality. Hopefully MSI works. This doesn't look particularly high FPS though, without even seeing what it is. I'm not even convinced frame generation's worked there. It hasn't. That would explain. Yeah. We had this issue last time, didn't we? Frame generation's on. If I switch it to auto, that definitely looks on, doesn't it? No? What the hell? It was on for a split. Oh, no, it's on again. 80. How weird. Game, yeah. We had this issue a bit last time, didn't we? Well, that's giving us about 80, 85 now from about 45, 50 in this bit. So we'll have to kind of roughly gauge that. Not quite doubled it. It does feel... I'd say the latency is not that bad. It's not particularly snappy, but I'm playing this on the controller anyway. It probably wouldn't really matter so much. I'll have to try multi-frame generation out once the full game's out. Go inside. Once I get to the next save, we'll so you're seeing it here, straight indoors, up to about 130. Try and drop down to 1440p and have a look at that. I'm worried it might crash on the cutscene here, because it did last time, didn't it? So there's a save here. Let's just try and get through the cutscene and see if it crashes. Fingers crossed. Do make sure to drop a like on the stream if you haven't already. See if we can try and get to 100 likes by the end of the stream. What we let me look at this Mind's Eye game as well then.
Hey, you okay?
Notice how VRAM's actually up to almost 14 gig now, so it's slowly creeping up. I think frame generation breaks the cutscene cap as well. It crashed here last time, didn't it? I think it was around about here. Your AM full runs 416. Yeah, we weren't saying it wouldn't run. It's just performance is better on 2. It's just like a known thing. It'll still run with 4. But it's like at its optimal with 2. We made it. We made it through the cutscene. No black screen. Come at me, bro. Okay, now, can I save it? Don't think I can. Any other settings you want to see whilst I'm still at 4K? Once I'm able to save it, I'll switch to 1440p. And we'll try and play for a bit, and then I'll wait until we get outside again, because that's where performance gets hit quite a lot. I remember this bit. There's fires. So the fires is last, I think, by the looks of that. So, serpent in the middle, I think. I remember this roll was quite weird on this game. It just looks a bit weird, doesn't it? Okay, here's a save. We could probably drop down here. This is, let's change it real quick then. Because we don't have... I'll tell you what I'll do. I'll actually just quit, drop it on Windows. So then Windows will still work. And then hopefully it won't crash. Give me 2 seconds. That seemingly, I think, has broken the capture. What is going on? It's off my screen. How do I save that? Okay, cool. Let's make the overlay a bit smaller. And then I need to change... Okay, cool. So 1440p now, 2560 by 1440. We do native, obviously, so 100% resolution, scale, no scaling, no upscaling. Switch all of that off. Is it got my FPS capped? No, I think it just caps it in the menu, does it? Okay, here we go. Play through a little bit like this, but look, up to about 100 FPS, so quite a big difference from 4K. Probably in the exact same areas, it probably almost doubles the FPS. Yeah, seeing about anywhere between 90 and just over 100, really. Outdoors probably is going to be more like 80, maybe. It's still about double, just under double from 4K. Power those down to about 470 here, so it's down a little bit. What order was this? I think it was fire. It was the fire last, wasn't it? Snake in the middle. Boom. Form size step. Oh wow. In the combat, it's dropping down. Look, 70 there. There'd almost definitely be no drops below 60 at 1440p, which that would definitely pretty jarring. Drop under 100 on this GPU really at 1440p. I don't quite remember this bit. Have a save. We'll try and get back outside as quickly as possible and check out more 1440p there. Well, I don't think it was too much further. Quite dark in here. Why is it so demanding? Unreal Engine 5. There was this door here, wasn't there, that? Oh no, we did get these pieces. The ones we didn't get last time were the woman trapped. One hit. Can they optimize it? It will get that with new versions. It's definitely better than it used to be. I mean, if you have a look at Ark Survival Ascended, like how bad that is, I don't think we've seen an Unreal Engine 5 game as bad as that since. That's probably the worst, I think. It will get better with like newer versions of it as well. Is it like 5.4 updates and stuff? Which I think the new Witcher game's going to be on. And like that Atomic Heart 2 and stuff, I think will be using that version. Can't quite keep the GPU usage maxed here though, look, 93%. So we are losing that. At 4K, it was pretty much max 99%. Bit scary we're losing a little bit of that at 1440p. It'll be even worse potentially at 1080p. But we're back outside, so we'll have a look and we'll try out some DLSS and stuff as well. How did I before get sort my inventory and stuff out? Didn't have a relic. Didn't I pick one up? So yeah, like we thought, dipping a little bit, 80 FPS. We had about 45, 50 as an overall average at 4K though, so like I said, it hasn't quite doubled it. It's some improvement. But you're definitely not going to get that consistent 100 FPS, at least not at native. You'll have to use upscaling, at least for that. Can I one hit this one? Oh, I can, sweet. Haven't had that weird bug either that we had on the 9070 XT. That's why I really do think it's a monitor issue on that GPU for some reason that I'm having. As long as I keep it not plugged into multiple monitors, it seems okay. Oh wow, I'm getting absolutely smoked here. Oh, I'm out of stamina, I think. Try and one hit him. How did I get my how did I get the med packs into... How did I do that last time? I can't remember. Equipment slot. Why am I not seeing it in the bottom right? Oh, it's because it's here. It's on the other side. So you go, looking like maybe an average of about probably 85, 90 in that range as an overall average at 1440p. Still doesn't look too bad at 1440p though, like graphics wise. Should have a look at it. Let's maybe drop the settings a bit again. Switch everything to high. That will take you over 100, but probably you'll still dip down, I think. Under 100 and some bits. At 102, it's getting really close. It might maybe just hold it. No, it dipped down a bit there, didn't it? 90, I saw. Yeah, 97, 98. Pretty close. Does bring the VRAM down by quite a bit. Is there more? Yeah, the stuttering's actually very, very good on this. The lows, when you compare this to the same engine as Dune Awakening, the lows on this are so much better. Damn it. Should go back to max and it maxed out and have a look with DLSS as well. So yeah, it takes us back down to about 80, 90. Hasuaki, hello. DLA actually might be an interesting one because I probably would want that on at 1440p. Make it look ever so a little bit sharper. So I probably would. We'll leave that on for a sec. Everything's still ultra. I've got no stamina. Probably won't be able to tell the difference on the stream between DLA on and off. It'd probably be kind of difficult. Definitely doesn't look as different on this game compared to some other games. It's really noticeable. This is 2K, yeah, 1440p. Oh, I dodged that perfect. There is a way to go in here. Is this one going to spit out a thing as well? I think there was something to put up here, wasn't there? Those are for the doors inside. Edwin, thanks for subscribing. Yes, I don't know if this bit is not part of the demo in the sense that you can't get that. Because I feel like we saw most of it last time. So DLA doesn't make too much difference. FPS wise, I'd probably put that on if you can, especially at 1080p and 1440p. Makes the image look a little bit sharper. Low's still very good, although a little bit of a spike in the frame time there. I'll have a look with DLSS now. I like the fact that it is an ultra quality because there really is barely any difference there. Although that doesn't really change the FPS much, does it? 80, 81 FPS. What about with that off? That's literally, if anything, that's actually made my FPS worse. I do think the game, on this demo at least, the settings just aren't quite right. I'm sure some of them never get applied. at least that there, because when we had frame generation earlier, it wasn't even getting applied and it said it was on, but it clearly wasn't. So look, if I go to quality, we gain loads. We gain like 30 FPS there. But we don't gain anything for ultra quality, so it's just a little bit weird. Because that worked at 4K. Yeah, so there's this bit as well. We never worked this out last time. What are you even supposed to do? Is he supposed to put something in there? There was also... Wasn't there someone trapped somewhere? It was down here, wasn't it? It was down here. Can you put in the other... So I don't know if these are just locked to the demo or whether you can actually get the items. I'm gonna sneeze. Not a good time in the combat to be sneezing. Damn it, bro. No. Where's the tent? It's up there. Wasn't there a key or something here? Wasn't there a key here? Could have sworn there was. Just get me down to a save and I'll check out 1080p quick because the demo's nearing its end. I don't even know where I am. I feel like I've just run around in circles. How do I get down? This is the way. There's another one down here. Oh no, no. This is the end, isn't it? Oh no. I didn't mean to do that. Come on, can I not leave? Can I just leave? Exit. Otherwise that's going to end it. We don't want to do that just yet. I want to quickly just run back to the save. Just drop to 1080p really quick so you can see it. Any other settings you want to see whilst I'm still at 1440p? We can give the full game a bit more of a thorough look at. It's a little bit hard to test this really because some of the settings don't look like they work, which I'm hoping probably it'll be fixed for the full game, but even performance will probably be slightly different. Because we had a look, we dropped the settings a bit, didn't we? We got DLSS. I wonder what the ultra performance looks like. We could check frame generation, but the thing is it didn't really work before, did it? And then we have to restart as well. Almost doesn't seem worth it. That's not really done anything for my FPS, you see? Ultra performance, it's barely giving us anything. Very, very blurry though. Let's give him his watch back.
Thank you for...
And then let's quickly have a look at 1080p. We might as well. Probably not many people using 1080p on the 5090, but it's just worth having a look at it anyway. Quick look. Whilst we're on the game. And then I do want to have a quick look. I want to watch a trailer or something for that Mind's Eye. I could maybe do a quick poll. How do I... Let me know if you want to see me play Mind's Eye, because I could maybe get the game and play it for like 2 hours, can't I? As long as I end before 2 hours, I can refund it if it's like that bad. Can maybe look at it tomorrow. And then we get the best of both worlds. We can have a look at it, and then don't understand why I'm benchmarking 1080p. Well, I benchmark every resolution normally, regardless. Just because, believe it or not, I do get comments on 1080p performance as well. So I try and cover all bases. I do the same on just any GPU really. Test every res, because then it just gives a... It's also sometimes good to compare it to, because you could play at 4K, and for example, in some games, 1080p, you might not really gain any FPS because it might be really CPU-bound game or something. You know? Other games... There are obviously games you would maybe want to be at 1080p on this GPU. If you're playing some competitive shooter or something, you might want 1080p, so... Sometimes easy just to give it a test anyway whilst I'm on the game, might as well. Interesting to see comparatively to the other resolutions. If it does really give you much FPS, or if it's like bottlenecked or anything. Only way you're really going to see that is by dropping the resolution. So 1080p native, everything ultra, no scaling, no resolution, upscaling. DLSS or frame generation. Because if he doesn't, somebody will ask. Yeah, I mean, I do get people ask for 1080p for the 5090. So although it's like probably not a majority of people, there are probably people who do use 1080p. So it's just easier to cover everything, and then it's you know, at least it's there. And like I say, just curiosity point of view sometimes. So here we're seeing sort of 95 FPS here. We're not really gaining a massive amount of FPS from 1440p. We had like 75, 80, so maybe 20 to 30 FPS. Which is obviously a little bit of a jump, but compared to some other games, you'd be getting a lot more FPS. Breaking a little bit, 100 here, which you wouldn't obviously get at 1440p. Oh, didn't get this one last time. Can you go any further down here? Definitely starting to look a little bit fuzzy. Obviously, 1080p looks-wise, so graphics-wise, will look slightly not as good because I am on a 4K monitor. So 1080p isn't going to look quite as good as it would do on a 1080p native screen. Might be worthwhile if I can open those doors. Anyone know if I can open the door that woman's trapped in? Because where on earth do you get the item for that? Because I've got the 2 for the I've got the 2 for the door down here. Best channel on YouTube. Thanks. Optimizing a game should be a job. I think it is a job, isn't it? Isn't that part of game development? So yeah, I remember what was in here. Was it oh my god. ambush. And if you, let's drop the settings down a little. Drop to high again. That does give you, it's a little bit of a boost of FPS, isn't it? 120. Don't really think there's too much graphical difference between ultra and high. But you're seeing, don't maximize the GPU usage either, 94%, 95%. So at 4K, we had 99, and ever since then it's dropped down more and more. 1440p was about 95 as well. So interesting. I would expect 1080p to be less, but it seems to hold similar to 1440p at 95%. Still using a lot of power as well, 300 watts. 1080p is pretty wild. I don't think I saw this last time. Definitely do think I will check this game out when we get the full game. I think it'd be quite interesting to play. Switch it back to Ultra and check out DLSS. See, there doesn't seem like there's any FPS difference between Ultra quality and quality. I don't know whether that's because we're not fully utilizing the GPU, so it's causing more of a bottleneck, or it seems like it's more just maybe a game issue. By 9070 XT. I do actually, I have one. I've got one as well.
Epsilon 11. Epsilon 11, sound off. Why are you in Akasa Marshes? Who ordered you? Where are my men?
They're gone. The creatures got the better of them.
Abandon the vehicle and walk away. You have my word, no harm will come to you.
How about I give it back when I no longer need it?
I would advise against it.
It's just too convenient.
You have no idea who you've stolen from. Choose your next move wisely.
And that that is pretty much the end of the demo. We run through... There is actually a massive open world bit up here, which looks quite cool. And if actually, having DLSS on actually makes it look a little bit sharper at 1080p, like we kind of saw at 1440p. Definitely recommend having at least DLAA on.
Why?
You can trade with this guy.
We got some...
So that when we come up here. Stuttering a little bit there. It looks cool though. Quite a big open area, that bit. So yeah, that's that for the demo. I'm going to get back to what's the vote like on Mind's Eye? Because I might try and I'm going to just maybe watch the trailer. Will I get claimed if I watch it on stream? That was a bit of a silent game release, wasn't it? 2 days ago. I've got ads. Let's have a look, give me a sec. I think if I move this over... That should work, shouldn't it? Yeah, 1080p, having a laugh.
Come with me.
Oh god, I'm gonna get claimed doing that. What's this like without audio though? Because it kind of gave me a GTA vibe. Is it kind of like that? It almost gives me like a Watch Dogs vibe. It's driving me nuts for audio.
I don't want any part of your future. You don't deserve what they gave you. It's activating.
You're one of them. You're working with them. No, please. What do you mean one of them?
Interesting. I'll have to get it installed and hopefully tomorrow we could check it out. And if it's do I check it out on the 5090 though, or do I switch to something else, 9070 XT maybe? I'll maybe check it out on the 5090 and then if it's good I might play it again. if it's not, before the 2 hours hit, I have to refund. So yeah, that's going to be it for this stream. Thanks a lot for watching. Like I said, I'll be back on tomorrow, same time. And hopefully check out that Mind's Eye. Play through that a little bit and see what that's like. So yeah, thanks a lot for watching. Have a good evening, and I'll catch you later.